You bought a house with my money, and your wife and mother-in-law are going to live in it." So I picked up my phone and made a call. My son turned pale when I put it on speaker. I'm standing in my small garden, watering my tomato plants when I see the mail truck stop at my gate. The mailman hands me a thick envelope with fancy writing on it. My hands shake as I open it. It's an invitation. A housewarming party invitation from my son Marcus and his wife Linda. "Come celebrate our new home," it says in big gold letters. My heart drops like a stone in deep water. New home? What new home? I gave Marcus $15,000 just 3 months ago for what he called emergency car repairs. But this invitation shows a picture of a beautiful 2-story house with a big front yard and white picket fence. I walk back inside my tiny apartment, my legs feeling wobbly. The invitation is still in my hands, and I can't stop staring at it. I hear my neighbor, Mrs. Peterson, talking loudly on her phone through the thin walls. "Oh yes, I saw Linda's mother moving boxes into that gorgeous house on Maple Street yesterday. She looks so happy to finally have her own room with the bay window." My blood runs cold. Linda's mother, Mrs. Sarah, she gets to live in the house I helped buy. I sink into my old rocking chair and close my eyes. Where do I fit in this picture? The phone rings, making me jump. It's Marcus, and his voice sounds excited like a kid on Christmas morning. "Ma, did you get our invitation? Isn't it amazing? We finally got our dream house." I try to sound happy, but my voice comes out small and shaky. "Yes, honey, it looks very nice. When did you buy it?" There's a pause. "Well, remember that money you gave me for the car? Turns out I didn't need all of it for repairs, so Linda and I decided to use it as a down payment. We got approved for the rest." My chest feels tight. "The car money, but Marcus, you said it was an emergency." Marcus laughs like this is all perfectly normal. "Oh, Ma, the car is fine now. We fixed it cheap. But this house opportunity came up and we couldn't pass it up. You should see it. 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, and a huge kitchen where Linda's mom can cook her famous Sunday dinners for the family." Linda's mom gets to cook Sunday dinners. "In the house my money helped buy." "What about me, Marcus?" I ask quietly. "What about you, Ma? What do you mean?" His voice sounds confused, like he doesn't understand why I'm asking. "Where do I fit in your new house plans?" "Well, Ma," Marcus says slowly, "you've got your apartment. You're comfortable there, right? Besides, you know how you like your quiet time. This house is going to be busy with Linda's mom and the kids running around. You wouldn't like all that noise." All that noise. I think about my empty apartment where the only sounds are the refrigerator humming and cars passing outside. I think about eating dinner alone every night, watching TV shows by myself, having no one to talk to for days at a time. "Marcus, remember when you were little and you promised you'd take care of me when I got old?" "Of course I remember, Ma. And I'm taking care of you. I call you every week, don't I? And Linda sends you birthday cards. We're good kids." Good kids. I look around my apartment at all the things I've sold over the years to help Marcus. My mother's china cabinet sold to pay for his wedding. My father's watch collection sold when Marcus needed money for his business idea that never worked out. My grandmother's jewelry sold when Linda was pregnant and they needed baby supplies. Good kids don't use their mother's memories to fund their dreams. After Marcus hangs up, I sit in the silence of my apartment and think about all the times I've helped him. When he was 25 and wanted to start a food truck business, I gave him $8,000. The truck broke down after 6 months. When he was 30 and Linda wanted a fancy wedding, I paid for the flowers and the photographer, another $5,000 gone. When Linda's first baby came, I bought the crib, the stroller, the car seat. Every time, Marcus promised to pay me back when things got better. Things never got better for paying me back, but apparently they got better enough to buy a house. I walk to my bedroom and pull out the old shoebox from under my bed. Inside are all the IOUs Marcus has written me over the years. Little pieces of paper with his handwriting. "Ma, I'll pay you back the $2,000 by Christmas. Promise. Marcus. Thanks for the $3,500. I'll have it back to you in 6 months. Your loving son. Just a loan, Ma. I'll return the $4,800 as soon as the business picks up." 23 pieces of paper. 23 broken promises. And now my $15,000 is sitting in someone else's house, while Linda's mother gets the bay window I'll never see. I count all the IOUs on my kitchen table. $47,300. That's how much my son owes me. That's how much of my retirement money has disappeared into his life, while I eat generic cereal and wear shoes with holes in them. I think about my friend Ruby, whose son bought her a small cottage next to his house so she could be close but still have her privacy. I think about my neighbor, Mrs. Chen, whose daughter calls her every day and takes her grocery shopping twice a week. Then I look at my phone, silent and still. 3 days later, Marcus calls again. Ma, I was thinking, since you helped us get the house, maybe you'd like to help us with something else. Here it comes. There's always something else. What is it, Marcus? I ask, though I already know this conversation will end with me reaching for my checkbook. Well, Linda's mom needs some furniture for her room. Nothing fancy, just a nice dresser and maybe a new mattress. We found a bedroom set for $1,200. It would make her so comfortable, and since she's going to be helping with the kids and cooking, Linda's mom needs furniture, bought with my money, for the house my money helped buy. Marcus, I say slowly, when was the last time you bought ME furniture? There's a long pause. What, Ma, you don't need new furniture, your stuff is fine. My stuff is fine. My sagging couch with springs poking through. My kitchen table with a wobbly leg I prop up with cardboard. My bed that's older than Marcus himself. But Linda's mother needs a new mattress for her room in my house. I need to think about it, Marcus. Think about what, Ma? It's just $1,200. You helped us with $15,000. What's $1,200 more? What's $1,200 more? It's my grocery money for 3 months. It's my medicine money. It's the difference between having something left and having nothing at all. But Marcus doesn't know this because he's never asked about my bills, my budget, my struggles. He just sees his mother as a bank machine that spits out money whenever he pushes the right buttons. I'll call you back, son. I hang up before he can argue. I walk to my bathroom mirror and look at the 60-year-old woman staring back at me. Gray hair I cut myself to save money. Clothes I've worn for years. When did I become invisible to my own child? That evening, I do something I haven't done in months. I call my sister Patricia in Florida. Betty, she says, sounding surprised but happy. How are you, honey? How's Marcus? I tell her everything. About the house, about Linda's mother, about the furniture request. Patricia listens quietly, then says something that hits me like lightning. Betty, when was the last time Marcus asked how you were doing? Not what you could do for him, but how your life was going. I think and think, but I can't remember. Every conversation starts with Ma, I need. Or Ma, can you help with? Patricia, I whisper into the phone, I think I've made a terrible mistake. I've been so afraid of losing Marcus that I've let him use me. My sister's voice is gentle but firm. Honey, you didn't lose him, you never had him. A real relationship goes both ways. When's the last time he invited you for dinner? When's the last time he asked about your health, your feelings, your dreams? I start crying because I realize she's right. I've been paying for a relationship that doesn't exist. I've been buying my son's attention with my life savings. The next morning, I put on my best dress and walk to the bank. I ask to speak with someone about my accounts. The young banker, Mr. Johnson, looks concerned when I explain what I want to do. Mrs. Williams, are you sure about removing your son from your accounts? This is a big decision. I nod firmly. I'm very sure. I also want to open a new savings account that only I can access. No one else gets a card, no one else gets information. He processes my request, and for the first time in years, I feel like I'm protecting something that belongs to me. Walking home from the bank, I stop at the small diner where I used to take Marcus when he was little. The waitress, an older woman named Carol, recognizes me. Haven't seen you in ages, honey. Where's that boy of yours? I order a cup of coffee and a slice of apple pie, something I haven't done in months because I've been saving every penny for Marcus's next emergency. He's busy with his new house, I tell her. Carol nods knowingly. Kids these days. They get so caught up in their own lives, they forget where they came from. At home, I sit at my kitchen table with a legal pad and start writing. I write down every dollar I've given Marcus over the past 10 years. Car repairs, wedding costs, baby expenses, business loans, emergency funds, and now the house down payment. The number makes me dizzy. $62,800. That's more than most people make in a whole year. That's more than I've spent on myself in the last decade. That's my entire future I've handed over to someone who sees me as a solution to his problems, not as his mother. My phone rings. It's Linda this time, which surprises me. Hi, Mrs. Williams. Marcus told me you're thinking about the furniture money. I just wanted to say how much we appreciate everything you do for us. You're such a generous mother-in-law. Generous, that's what they call it when you give until it hurts. Linda, I say carefully, can I ask you something? Do you think Marcus and I have a good relationship? She seems surprised by the question. Well, of course, you're always there when he needs help. What more could he want from a mother? What more could he want? How about asking about my day? How about inviting me to family dinners? How about remembering my birthday without Linda reminding him? How about visiting just to visit, not because he needs something? Linda, I won't be giving you money for furniture. The line goes quiet. Oh, can I ask why not? Because I'm tired of being a wallet instead of a person. Because I want to matter for more than what I can provide. I'm making some changes in how I handle my money. Changes? Linda's voice sounds worried now. What kind of changes? Marcus is going to be so disappointed. We already picked out the bedroom set for my mother. For her mother, not for me, never for me. Linda, in the 10 years you've been married to my son, how many times have you invited me for dinner? Another long silence. Well, we're always so busy with work and the kids. Busy. Everyone's always too busy for the person who's never too busy to help them. I have to go now, Linda. I hang up feeling something I haven't felt in years. Powerful. An hour later, Marcus calls, and his voice sounds different. Not excited or happy, but angry. Ma, what's this about not helping with Mom Sarah's furniture? Linda is upset, and so am I. We don't understand what's gotten into you lately. What's gotten into me? I've woken up. I've realized that love isn't supposed to be a one-way street with tolls that only I pay. Marcus, when was the last time you did something nice for me? Not asked for something, but actually gave me something. The silence stretches so long I wonder if he hung up. Ma, I don't understand what this is about. We're family. Family helps each other. Family helps each other, but our version of family only works one direction. Marcus, do you know what I had for dinner last night? What? No, why would I? Peanut butter sandwich and instant soup. Do you know why? He sounds confused and impatient. Ma, what does this have to do with anything? It has to do with everything. I eat cheap food so I can afford to help you. I wear old clothes so I can pay for your emergencies. I live small so you can live big. Ma, nobody asked you to do that. Nobody asked. He's right. Nobody asked me to sacrifice my comfort for his dreams. Nobody asked me to be the family bank, but nobody stopped me either. Nobody said, Ma, keep your money, we'll figure it out ourselves. Nobody cared enough to notice that helping them was hurting me. You're right, Marcus, nobody asked, and nobody appreciated it either. When was the last time you said thank you for anything I've done? Really meant it? Another silence. I can almost hear him trying to remember. Of course I appreciate you, Ma, you know that. Do I know that? How would I know that? Marcus, appreciation isn't something people just know. It's something you show with actions and words. When did you last show me appreciation? I hear Linda talking in the background, but I can't make out the words. Ma, look, if this is about money, we can talk about paying you back someday when we're more stable. Someday when they're stable. After they've taken everything I have to give. After I'm too old and broken to enjoy getting paid back. This isn't about getting paid back, Marcus. This is about being respected. This is about being treated like a person instead of a resource. My voice is getting stronger and it surprises me. I need you to understand something. I'm not the Bank of Betty anymore. I'm your mother, not your financial plan. Marcus sounds shocked. Ma, you're really hurting my feelings. After everything we've been through together, I can't believe you're being so cold. Cold? Is it cold to want to be valued? Is it cold to expect basic respect from your own child? Marcus, let me tell you what cold feels like. Cold is eating alone every night while your son and his family have dinner together in the house you helped buy. Cold is watching your daughter-in-law's mother get the love and attention you paid for but never received. Cold is realizing your child only calls when he needs something. I hear him breathing hard on the other end. Ma, that's not fair. We care about you. Then show me you care. Not with words, but with actions. When was the last time you invited me anywhere? When did you last ask how I'm feeling? We invite you to things. Like what, Marcus? Name one thing you've invited me to in the past 6 months that wasn't asking for money or help. The silence is so long I think he might have hung up. Finally, he says, the housewarming party. The housewarming party. For the house I helped buy, where I'll see Linda's mother in her new room with her new furniture, living the life I paid for but was never offered. That's not an invitation, Marcus. That's a thank you card for being your personal ATM. I hang up the phone and sit in my quiet apartment. For the first time, the silence doesn't feel empty. It feels peaceful. I walk to my bedroom and pull out a small notebook I haven't used in years. On the first page, I write, "Things I want to do with my life." I stare at the blank page below and realize I don't even know what I want anymore. I've spent so many years focused on what Marcus wanted, what Marcus needed, what Marcus dreamed of. I've forgotten how to dream my own dreams. Over the next few days, my phone rings constantly. Marcus calls, Linda calls, even little Tommy calls asking why Grandma is being mean to Daddy. Mean. Standing up for yourself is mean now. Protecting your own future is selfish. Wanting respect is asking too much. I let the calls go to voicemail, and each message sounds more desperate than the last. "Ma, please call me back. We need to talk." "Mrs. Williams, Marcus is really upset. Can we work something out?" "Grandma, Daddy says you don't love us anymore." Don't love them anymore. That's the cruelest part. I love them so much it's been killing me. I've loved them more than I've loved myself, and that's the problem. Real love doesn't drain you empty. Real love doesn't ignore your needs while demanding you meet everyone else's. Real love goes both ways, gives and takes, supports and appreciates. What I've been doing isn't love, it's fear. Fear of being alone, fear of being forgotten, fear of saying no and losing them. But I lost them years ago. I just kept paying to pretend I hadn't. On Thursday morning, I do something I haven't done in decades. I call my old friend Margaret, who moved to Arizona 5 years ago. "Betty," she squeals with delight. "Oh my goodness, how are you? I've missed you so much. When was the last time someone was genuinely excited to hear from me?" I'm going through some changes, Margaret." I tell her everything, and she listens like she has all the time in the world. "Oh, honey," she says when I finish. "It sounds like you're finally waking up." "Margaret, do you think I'm being too hard on Marcus?" She laughs, but it's not mean. "Betty, you've been too soft on him his whole adult life. You've taught him that his needs matter more than yours, that his comfort is more important than your security. You've trained him to see you as a solution instead of a person." Her words sting because they're true. But what if he never talks to me again? "Honey, if the only reason he talks to you is for money, then he's not really talking to you anyway." Margaret tells me about her life in Arizona. She volunteers at a senior center, takes pottery classes, goes on hiking trips with other women her age. She sounds happy and busy and fulfilled. "Betty, you could have a life like this too. You just have to stop giving your life away to someone who doesn't appreciate it." After we hang up, I look around my apartment with new eyes. What would I do with this space if it was truly mine? What would I buy if I wasn't saving every penny for Marcus's next crisis? Friday evening, there's a knock at my door. Through the peephole, I see Marcus standing in the hallway holding flowers. My heart jumps. When was the last time he brought me flowers? I open the door carefully. "Hi, Ma." He looks tired and sad. "I brought you these." The flowers are grocery store carnations, probably grabbed at the last minute, but it's something. "They're nice, Marcus. Come in." He sits on my couch and looks around like he's seeing my apartment for the first time. "Ma, this place is kind of small." Small, yes, it's small because I've given away the money that could have made it bigger, nicer, more comfortable. "It's what I can afford, Marcus." He nods slowly, and for a moment I think he might actually be understanding something. "Ma, Linda and I have been talking. We think maybe we were a little thoughtless about some things." Thoughtless. That's one way to put it. "What kinds of things?" "Well, like not including you more in our family stuff. And maybe asking for help too much, without thinking about how it affected you. Maybe asking for help too much. Finally, some recognition, but I can hear the but coming in his voice. "We want to do better, Ma. We want you to be part of our lives." "How, Marcus? How do you want me to be part of your lives?" He shifts uncomfortably. "Well, we thought maybe you could come for Sunday dinner once a month, and maybe we could call you more often, like every couple of weeks." Once a month, every couple of weeks. After $62,000 and 10 years of being on call for every emergency. "What about the furniture money, Marcus?" His face changes, and I see the real reason for this visit. "Well, Ma, we're still hopping you might help with that. Mom Sarah really needs a comfortable place to sleep, and we already promised her we'd get it for her." Already promised her. Using my money, without asking me first. "Marcus, why didn't you promise her that you and Linda would buy it with your own money?" He looks confused by the question. "Because we don't have extra money right now, but you do." But I do. I have extra money because I live small and save every penny, while they live large and save nothing. "Marcus, I need you to listen carefully. I don't have extra money. I have necessary money. Money I need for my food, my medicine, my rent, my future. Every dollar I've given you over the years was money I needed for something else." He looks genuinely surprised. "But Ma, you always said it was okay. You always said you were happy to help. I always said it was okay because I was afraid that if I didn't, I'd lose you completely. Marcus, would you be happy to give away money you needed for your own bills? That's different, Ma. We have a family to support. And I don't count as someone worth supporting. Who supports me, Marcus? The question hangs in the air like smoke. He opens his mouth, then closes it, opens it again. You support yourself, Ma. You're independent. Independent. That's a nice way of saying abandoned. I support myself because I have to, not because I want to. Do you think I enjoy eating peanut butter sandwiches for dinner? Do you think I like wearing the same clothes year after year? Marcus looks around my apartment again, really seeing it this time. The faded furniture, the patched curtains, the empty refrigerator humming in the background. Ma, I didn't know things were so tight for you. Didn't know because he never asked. Never wondered where the money came from or what I sacrificed to give it. How could you not know, Marcus? Where did you think $15,000 came from? My money tree. He has the grace to look ashamed. I thought you had plenty saved up. I did have plenty saved up. 10 years ago, I had enough money to retire comfortably, maybe travel a little, buy some nice things for my home. But I gave it all to you, piece by piece, emergency by emergency. Marcus puts his head in his hands. Ma, I never meant for you to struggle. Never meant to, but never tried to prevent it either. Never asked if I could afford it. Never insisted on paying me back. Never noticed that I was getting smaller so he could get bigger. What you meant doesn't matter anymore, Marcus. What matters is what you do. What can I do, Ma? How can I fix this? Finally, the right question, not how can I get what I want, but how can I make this right? You can start by understanding that I'm not your backup plan, I'm not your emergency fund, I'm your mother and I deserve the same respect you show Linda's mother. He nods slowly. You're right, you do. You can stop asking me for money until you've paid back what you already owe. His face falls. All of it. All of it. Marcus is quiet for a long time. Ma, it would take us years to pay back $62,000. Yes, it would. Years during which he'd have to budget carefully, make sacrifices, live within his means like I've been doing my whole life. Then you'll have years to think about how much that money meant to me and how little thought you gave to taking it. He winces. Ma, what about Mom Sarah's furniture? What about it? She's counting on us to get it for her. Then you and Linda need to figure out how to keep your promise with your own money. But we don't have $1,200 right now. Welcome to my world, Marcus. Welcome to saying no to things you want because you can't afford them. Welcome to making choices and living with consequences. Then you'll have to save up for it, or ask Linda's mother to wait, or find cheaper furniture. The same things I've been doing my whole life. Marcus looks like he's seeing me as a real person with real limitations for the first time. I never thought about it like that. Marcus, I love you. I will always love you. But I won't continue to enable you to take advantage of that love. He starts to cry and my heart breaks a little, but it's the kind of breaking that lets light in instead of letting life drain out. Ma, I'm sorry. I'm really, truly sorry. Sorry is a start, but sorry without change is just noise. He nods and wipes his eyes. What do you need me to do? What do I need? The question feels foreign after so many years of focusing on what he needed. I need you to see me as a person, not a resource. I need you to care about my life, not just what my life can do for yours. I need you to visit without wanting something. I need you to call just to talk. I need you to remember my birthday and my doctor appointments and ask how I'm feeling. Marcus is nodding, taking notes on his phone. And I need you to pay me back, even if it's just $50 a month. Not because I'm desperate for the money, but because it shows you understand that what you took from me, MATTERED. I can do that, Ma. I want to do that. He stands up and looks like he wants to hug me, but he's not sure if he should. I open my arms, and when he hugs me, it feels different. Not like the quick, obligatory hugs he used to give me, but like he's actually holding his mother, not his ATM. Marcus, one more thing. If you ever ask me for money again before you've paid back what you owe, this relationship is over. Do you understand? His voice is small but clear. I understand. After Marcus leaves, I sit in my chair by the window and watch the sun set. For the first time in years, I'm not worried about the phone ringing with another emergency. I'm not calculating how much I can afford to give away this month. I'm not trying to figure out how to make my groceries last until my next Social Security check. Instead, I'm thinking about Margaret's pottery classes and wondering if they offer anything like that here in town. I pick up my notebook and start writing again. Things I want to do with my life. This time, the words come easier. learn to paint, visit Margaret in Arizona, buy a comfortable chair, take a cooking class, join a book club, get my hair done at a real salon. Small things maybe, but they're my things. Dreams I can afford now that I'm not funding someone else's. I write until the page is full, and each item feels like a tiny act of rebellion against all those years of self-denial. The phone rings, but instead of jumping to answer it like I used to, I let it ring. It's probably Marcus or Linda or someone else with a new crisis, a new need, a new emergency that somehow always requires my money. But tonight, I'm busy. Tonight, I'm making plans for my own life. Tonight, I'm choosing me. When the ringing stops, the silence that follows isn't empty anymore. It's full of possibilities. I close my notebook and smile. Tomorrow, I'm going to call Margaret back and ask about those pottery classes. Maybe I'll even book a trip to Arizona. After all, I have money saved, now money that's staying in my account, in my name, for my dreams. At 60 years old, I'm finally learning that the most important person to take care of is yourself. Because if you don't take care of yourself, pretty soon there's nothing left to give anyone else. And that's a lesson worth every penny it cost me to learn. Maya, he's using you for your money. I tried to stay quiet, but you deserve better. Using me? What are you talking about? Ryan would never do that. He loves me. Phone buzzes, Dad's here, get in the car now, but I was just get away from my daughter. Look what I bought with Maya's credit card. New gaming setup, baby. Check out this controller. It cost $800. Hey, can you guys stop being so loud? What are you gonna do about it, rich girl? Tell your daddy. Yeah, that's what I thought, princess. I'm calling mall security right now, so unless you want trouble, you better leave. Whatever. Fine, we're out. Thanks for standing up for me. You should go home early. Don't you have that art project due tomorrow? You remembered that? Yeah, of course. Sorry my parents are so crazy protective. It's really embarrassing sometimes. They're definitely intense. I don't know why what did I tell you about talking to that boy? I was just thanking him for helping me. We are worried about you, sweetheart. Your grades are dropping. You used to care about school, and now you're spending all your time with that troublemaker and these silly art projects. That's not fair. You don't even know Ryan. He's amazing. No, he's bad news. And you're not seeing him anymore. This is MY life. Not while you live in our house, it isn't. I hate this. Door slams. Yo, I think we might actually win the art contest this year. How cool would that be? Yeah, totally. Like you losers have a chance beating us. Move it, nerd. Hey, we reserved this art room to work on our projects. Really? You did? Yes, we did. Now leave or I'm telling Ms. Johnson that dude, you are such a geek. We're not going anywhere. You are, so either you walk out or we make you leave. Your choice. Listen, let them have the room, Tyler. It's not worth the fight, man. Smart choice, loser. Wait, so your dad actually dragged him away from you. It was so cringe. I don't know how he even found us there. I told him I was at Sarah's house studying. What? Why did you lie? If only my parents could see how wonderful Ryan really is. I wish I knew how to make them understand. A D minus? You gave me a D minus. You gave yourself a D minus, Maya. I don't know what's happened to you lately, but I'm very disappointed. I expected much more from someone with your potential. Thanks a lot. I picked up extra hours at work. Did the school counselor call? Our daughter got a D minus. What are we going to do? The more we tell her not to see him, the more she wants to. We have to do something. Maya's supposed to take over our business someday, but she can't do that if she's failing school. Tyler, just the person I wanted to see. I have a request from a parent looking for a tutor for her daughter. I'm looking for something that pays more than regular tutoring. Did I mention she's extremely wealthy? She's willing to pay $300 per session, and she's connected to the scholarship committee at Stanford. That would be great for your college applications. What do you say? Sounds perfect. Yeah, this concert's going to be incredible. The venue manager is letting us perform our whole set list. I'm so proud of you, babe. I'll be right there in the front row cheering. You sure about that? Your dad seemed pretty angry last time. Don't worry, I have a plan. Where do you think you're going? To Sarah's house. We have a big test coming up and need to study together. Right, Sarah. Yeah, we'll probably be up really late, so I might just sleep over there. Fine, but go straight to Sarah's house. Nowhere else, are we clear? Absolutely. Good night, Daddy. Dad, studying with Sarah, huh? How did you know I was here? Is that a GPS tracker? You're tracking me. You're so sneaky. What if your rich girlfriend shows up? Well, she's not coming tonight, so we're good. Man, if she's not here, who's gonna pay for our food and drinks after the show? What's that stupid thing? Some dumb drawings she always sends me. So annoying. Look at this garbage. This behavior has to stop, Maya. We have plans for your future, and your actions are RUANING everything. No, you have plans. You want me to take over the family business, but you never asked what I want to do with my life. Unless you get back on track, I'm sending you to boarding school in Switzerland next year when I expand our business there. Switzerland. And no more time with that Ryan character. Ryan is not a character. Not that I can see him, without you tracking me like I'm some kind of criminal. We're doing this for your own good. Doorbell rings, perfect timing. That's your tutor, my what? We hired you a tutor to help raise your grades. He's the best student in his class. Wow, did you draw these? They're amazing. You really think so? I have lots more. See, these are incredible. You're really talented. Phone buzzes. Is everything okay? No. My parents are complete control FREAKS. They're tracking my every move, all to keep me away from my boyfriend. That's terrible. Exactly. It's not fair. I go to private school, so we can't see each other during the day. And he doesn't live near any of my friends, which means my parents will know if I try to hang out with him. I don't know what I'm gonna do. Sorry, I have to get to my other job. Wait, you have another job after this? Yeah. Why? It's complicated. I work at Tony's Pizza downtown. Officer Martinez, please tell me you found something. I'm sorry, Tyler. We don't have any leads about the hit-and-run driver or the car. But the moment we do, I'll let you and your mom know immediately. Thanks. Wait, Tyler, are you okay? You left your notebook at my house, thanks. You didn't have to drive all the way here just to bring this, though. Well, that's not the only reason I came here, honestly. Oh yeah, what's the other reason? My boyfriend. The one I told you about. He works at the electronics store at the other end of the mall. When I told my parents I had to come here to return your notebook, they were fine with it. Which made me realize there might be an opportunity here for both of us. What kind of opportunity? The kind that pays really well. I want to hire you to pretend to be my boyfriend. That way, when I tell my parents I'm coming to the mall to see you, I'm actually seeing my real boyfriend. I'm sorry, I'd like to help, really, but I don't feel right lying to your parents. I'll pay you triple whatever my parents are paying you to tutor me. Sorry, I can't do it. Thanks anyway. Don't worry, Mom. Everything's going to be okay. I promise. Mr. and Mrs. Williams, I was hopping to ask for your permission to date your daughter. That's wonderful news. It's about time you started dating someone with real potential, Maya. Thank you so much for doing this for me, Tyler. Sure, though I don't really know what I'm supposed to do now. Do whatever you want. My parents think we're going to the movies, so meet back here in 2 hours. Well, look who it is. Oh wow, Ryan's your boyfriend. Yeah, do you two know each other? Oh yeah. Tyler and I go way back to elementary school, but we're all good now, right? Sure, I guess. Yo, you gotta come check out my new setup at the store. I got it all arranged. You're gonna love it. Oh, cool, ready? These are amazing. Seriously, you could make a fortune if you turned these into actual products. You really think so? That's always been my dream. But my parents think it's a complete waste of time. That's just because they don't know how profitable this could be. You know what you should do? Maya, why aren't you ready? The dinner with the investors is in 30 minutes. Do I really have to go? Of course. You'll be working with these people eventually. You need to meet them now. I don't want to work in business. I want to go to art school. Maybe start my own design company. Design what? Maya, please be serious. I understand your concern, but design is big business. For example, the person who created Pokémon built a company that's worth over $20 billion. Your daughter has real talent. Her designs could be worth millions someday. Fine, if you can somehow prove to us that you can make money with your art before we leave for Switzerland, then your mother and I will consider letting you go to art school. See you later. You know she likes you, right? No, she doesn't. She's all about Ryan, sadly. Don't sell yourself short. You're an amazing person, and as much as I should probably hate Maya, she's actually pretty great. You two could have something really special. Maya, what are you doing here? Dropping off my volunteer application. Figured community service would look good on my college applications. What are you doing here? Tyler, you forgot. Thanks for performing for us today. Thanks, see you next week. Bye, I perform for the kids twice a month. It's something I've done ever since my brother was a patient here. Your brother was a patient here. He was riding his bike in our neighborhood and this car came out of nowhere and hit him, then just drove away like nothing happened. He hurt his head really bad and was in a coma for 2 months before he. Anyway, that's why I work so much. The medical bills put my mom in serious debt, so I'm trying to help however I can. Did they ever catch the driver? No, there was no license plate, just this cartoon sticker on the back bumper. And because I wasn't fast enough to get a good look, they got away with hurting my brother. Isn't that your fake girlfriend's boyfriend in there? Yeah. What's going on? Look, I have to tell you something about Ryan, but you're not gonna like it. Can we not do this thing where you try to tell me Ryan's not good enough for me? But it's true. I thought you were different. I thought you understood me, but you're just like everyone else. Maya, he's stealing from you. I wasn't gonna say anything, but you're my friend. We're not friends. I pay you to pretend to be my boyfriend, but you're not. Ryan is, just get out of here. Gio, I have to admit I didn't expect you to prove me wrong so quickly. I'm proud of you. Where did this come from? Tyler dropped it off this morning after he sent us the pre-order numbers for your design. How? He paid for the prototype himself. He's a keeper, Maya. I'm so glad you're with HIM. It's going to make leaving for Switzerland much easier. Wait, you mean I can stay? Well, a deal is a deal. You not only got your grades up and ended things with that Ryan boy, but you created a business that even my investors would be jealous of. I guess you really are my daughter. You're gonna be at the concert tonight when I win that prize money, right? What about that rich girlfriend you promised you'd dump? I told you already. I have to keep pretending until after the show. Otherwise, I could never afford this new equipment. With this, we're guaranteed to win. Fine, but you better win. I don't date losers. That was incredible. They loved us. We totally crushed it. Come on, it's time. Let's go. And the winner of this year's talent show is Electric Storm. Congratulations to these young SUPRSDRS. Thank you all so much. Have a great night. There's my girl. Can you believe those judges were so smart? You don't get to touch me ever again. Babe, what's wrong? Don't babe me. I know about you and Jessica. Tyler tried to warn me, and I should have LISDNED. I'm so sorry I didn't believe you. And I know it's probably too late for us now, but I found something out and I think you need to know about it. I tried to go to your house, but you had already left. So please don't be mad. I told your mom first. Told my mom what? That I know who hit your brother. What? I found the car with the cartoon sticker hidden behind Ryan's store. You're joking, right? That's crazy. No one's gonna believe that. I did, and so did the police. Which is why they got a search warrant. They found the car 2 hours ago. Ryan, you're under arrest for hit and run and leaving the scene of an accident. Hands behind your back. Let's go. Wait, what? No, wait, Maya, I don't know how to thank you for this. You don't understand how much this means to me and my mom. You don't need to thank me. Ryan deserves what's coming to HIM. I'm just embarrassed I didn't see through him sooner. Well, your dad told me you got into Stanford's art program. Oh, did he now? And he also told me that, thanks to his help, I got that scholarship to Stanford too. So it looks like we're gonna be spending a lot of time together the next 4 years. How about we start tonight by celebrating you and your band's big victory?